Re-establishing acceptance criteria. The EZValidation tool gives you the flexibility not only to put in individual acceptance criteria for every point in your studies, but also to change the acceptance criteria if you need to. As is best practice, the acceptance criteria are set prior to running your experiments, when you're creating your study. But EZValidation tool also gives you the ability to reassess your acceptance criteria, particularly if you've been too stringent in setting those acceptance criteria at the onset of your experiments. It is recommended that a technical justification for changing pre-established acceptance criteria be included in your verification and validation files. First of all, let's take a look and find out how you would know if your acceptance criteria were met. From the study homepage, you can scroll down and look at each individual study. So, for example, I'm looking at the first study, the accuracy study, and over on the right-hand side in the column, Pass ? Is telling me whether or not I passed or failed these criteria. So, how would I re-establish my acceptance criteria? If I see that the acceptance criteria were either too stringent or that additional information on the assay system was obtained during verification or validation testing, I can change my acceptance criteria to 0.5 logs for all 3 of these levels. And then I would click on Save Accuracy Criteria. Very important to remember, when you click on Save Accuracy Criteria once, you'll see that nothing has changed. As a safety feature, you need to actually click on Save Accuracy Criteria or any other acceptance criteria a second time. And now you'll see that we've passed. This applies to any of the acceptance criteria. When you try to make the change, you always have to click twice on Save Criteria in order to save and refresh the page.